Where did you go, Harold? You haven't been home after the wedding yesterday. Did you stay at someone's house after the after party? My mother-in-law is coming back today. Isn't it about time to get home?
I'm at the airport right now.
What? Airport? What do you mean? Why?
I decided to get out of the States.
Wait a sec, what are you talking about? I don't get it at all. What do you mean? Explain to me so I can understand. Why are you at the airport?
I want to be with someone else after all. But I thought it'd be impossible as long as I'm in the States. It might just be better to go abroad.
What are you saying? I thought we just had our wedding done yesterday. I actually thought you were acting weird during the wedding, too. Is that because you decided to go abroad and abandon me?
Well, that pretty much sums it up. It was such a waste of time to hold the wedding. But all the gift money is going to be useful at least. Maybe it was right to hold it.
What the hell? That's so cruel. Are you serious? Why do you need to leave me? If you had told me about it earlier, we could have been together. Why did you have to hold our wedding and then leave me?
It's more like a mistake, for real.
A mistake? What?
I was wrong to think about getting married to you. I definitely love my ex more than you.
What? Are you kidding me?
She's never left my conscience. I've always wanted to start over with her. Then she invited me to go abroad.
Huh? She did?
So I thought it was the perfect opportunity. So I'm taking this gift money with me and becoming someone overseas. And we're gonna be millionaires.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're seriously messed up, if it's true. We've already got married to each other. What am I supposed to do?
I'm leaving everything to you. Do your best. It has nothing to do with me now. I'm gonna be happy with her.
You're being too irresponsible now. Isn't that too much? Eloping with your ex right after our wedding? I've never seen a scene like this, even in a drama.
It was fate for me to be with her. You were just a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I only started dating you because I was depressed right after my ex left me. Even our marriage, I just thought I was at the right age. I didn't even like you enough to get married in the first place.
Okay, alright. I didn't expect you to say something like this right after the wedding. Ugh. Whatever. I'll be doing things on my own from now on. So don't ever text me again. I don't want to get in touch with you ever again.
That's my line. Well, good luck. We're gonna be so free and happy.
Whatever. I hope I never see you again.
Hey, what are you doing now? Where do you want to live?
Yes? Who's this?
You should know who I am. It's me, your husband. How can you forget me?
What? My husband? Are you by any chance the dumb ex-husband that got back with his ex 6 years ago and caused me and my family a lot of trouble?
It's already been 6 years now. Time sure flies. And ex-husband? When did we get divorced?
We got divorced a long time ago. What do you want now?
I just got back to the States.
Huh?
Come and pick me up. You're free anyway, right?
What are you saying? I'm not free at all. Also, why do you think I would do anything for you?
You're free anyway, so come and pick me up. Your ex-husband came to see you. Aren't you happy?
No, we've got divorced 6 years ago, and we were married only for like a couple of days.
I'm sure you're not, but are you still living in my house?
Huh? Your house? What do you mean?
I'm asking if you're still living in the house we bought. That house is mine, right?
It's true that I'm still living in the house. So what? Don't come here. This house is already mine.
What? What are you saying? That's mine. And I'm assuming that's yours?
Don't you dare come here. I already got remarried and living here.
Huh? What? Remarried? You're living in my house with another guy? Stop joking around. That house is mine. Get out!
What are you saying?
Don't live in that house without my permission. On top of that with another guy? Don't mess with me. I'm gonna kick you out.
What are you saying? It's been mine for 6 years. You're the one who left the house on your own, right? What's wrong with me remarrying and living in the house?
I won't let you do as you like. I'm coming, now.
You're trying to be tough, but you'll be screwed if you come here, okay?
You're the one who's gonna be screwed. Have you lived in the house since I left you? What a shameless ex-wife. I'm kicking you out, so get ready to leave.
Bring it on.
You trying me?
Whatever. I'll make you cry like a little baby. You're being so selfish that I don't even want to talk to you. I don't think you should come here. I recommend giving up. Later.
What the hell? Who is that big guy? He threw me on the ground.
I just introduced you to my husband, huh? My husband used to be a wrestler.
What? What is that? That's not fair.
Say anything you want. I told you not to come. I'm really glad that he had a day off today. It was satisfying seeing you on the ground.
Stop it. I'm beaten up. Aren't you worried about me a little bit? I got sent to the hospital. Right after I got back.
That's because you broke through our window. Duh. It's not like we had time to call the cops. It was completely your fault. My husband and I just did what we could to protect our kids. You just paid for what you did.
Why am I beaten up like this? That house is mine in the first place. My name should still be on the official documents, right?
I changed those so long ago.
Huh? Really?
Your parents paid for compensation and apologized to me 6 years ago. They let me have this house too, and they're even helping me pay the mortgage. So yeah, it's mine.
So the house is really yours now? Not mine? I got no place to live now.
Why did you think you had a place to live? You didn't even pay for it. Idiot. Do you ever think before you do anything? You got nothing. Your family also disowned you a long time ago. That must be embarrassing for you.
I was supposed to come back and start everything over. How did this happen?
Well, you completely trespassed. I told you it's my house now so many times, but you didn't listen to me. On top of that, you broke through the window. Of course my husband was going to do something about it.
But he didn't have to beat me up this much. The doctor said it'll take 3 months to be fully healed. I should sue you. If you don't want to get sued, pay compensation. I'm going to settle everything with money.
Go ahead. I was going to do the same thing.
Huh? What do you mean?
Sorry for you, but you're going to get arrested. I already called the police and they're investigating.
What are you saying? Why am I getting arrested? I'm the victim here. You're mistreating me. I'm not insured too, so I paid everything on my own. Are you gonna compensate for that too?
Nah, there's no way I'm gonna do that. It has nothing to do with us. Why are you acting like the victim here? You broke through the window, literally breaking the window. That's completely a trespassing. You had a weapon with you. I'm glad my husband can deal with you. You deserved it.
How could you?
We did what we should. I don't care about you. Your ex left you, right? Why don't you go cry to her?
Alright, I'll tell you my story honestly. I want to start over with you.
What?
She was such a bad decision. She was after my money. And my savings. She used me and left me. She took all the money I had away from me, so I was struggling for these past few years. Finally, I saved up enough money to get back. So I wanted to start over with you.
Oh yeah, that's surprising actually. That's such a funny story.
A funny story? Are you even listening to me?
But now it's too late. You're just paying for what you've done. Starting over with me? Stop joking around. You started all of this. I'm finally living happily now. I got no time to play around with you.
I'm just trying to start a new life. Getting back to the States to get my house back. Start everything over from scratch.
I see. That's great. But there's nothing you can get back. All you got is a criminal record. You ruined your life on your own accord.
You're being mean. Are you abandoning me too? We even got married back then.
So what? That was the worst mistake I ever made. Don't ever try anything again. Goodbye, trash. Don't ever text me again. Sarah blocked Harold in the end. She never got in touch with him ever again. Harold got arrested and couldn't pay for his bail. He ended up having a criminal record. His family has no intention of helping him. He couldn't get anyone's help and had to start his new life lonely. He lost every hope he had. But he deserves what he's done. Sarah sold the house after that and moved with her family to somewhere else. Better not be close to someone like him.
Where are you? I just realized I didn't see your mother either.
I'm out to see the ballet with Mom today. We'll have dinner after and then go home. There's a popular French restaurant nearby that I wanted to visit.
What? Just the two of you?
Yeah, you don't have time to go see the ballet. Because you're the one that has to take care of that old man.
But you could have at least said something.
What are you going to do even if I tell you? You're staying home with the old man anyway.
Please don't call your father old man. I feel sorry for him.
The name old man is enough for that guy.
Why are you and your mother so cold on him?
Because he's always been a timid, unreliable man. It's just so pathetic to watch. And on top of that, he's now disabled and needs nursing care. I'm just hoping he'll be gone soon.
It wasn't his fault that he became disabled. Don't blame your father. He's just ill.
You're always defending that old man, aren't you? Do you feel a bond with other useless people? Pathetic.
Useless people?
He's just baggage and you're sterile. You can't even get pregnant. Give me back my hopes and dreams.
I'm sorry.
I must have married the wrong person because we've been married for 5 years and we can't have kids. The only thing a useless wife like you can do is take care of the old man.
I have never disliked being his caretaker. Your father was always kind to me.
The only reason the old man is nice to you is that he wants your company. There was no one in this house on his side. He probably feels a connection with you, another useless human.
I pity your father.
Huh?
You and your mother go see the ballet. The money you spend on eating out is your father's money, right?
The only thing he has going for him is money. Well, he's not the only one who earned the fortune of this house.
Stop saying that.
That old man, even that one, was born into a rich family. He's got nothing but money. The old man can't even shop for himself anyway. We're just making the most of it. It's our right as family.
Your father may be physically handicapped, but he's clear in the head. I'm sure he's very sad that you and your mother are treating him so coldly.
I don't care. I just wish that baggage would be gone soon. I forgot to mention, I'll be traveling abroad from tomorrow.
What? Overseas? That's so sudden.
I've been planning this for a while. I just didn't tell you. We're traveling on a luxury cruise.
Oh, yeah? But what about your father?
He is you. It's just me and my mom going.
What about me? You guys are leaving me and your father behind?
Of course. How can we take someone like him on a trip? He's going to need someone to take care of him.
You're leaving me behind.
We can't just leave the old man alone. If something goes wrong, it'll be on us. Besides, I'd rather travel alone with my mom. It's no fun when you're in the way.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about you and the old man.
It's just the two of you again, in the lap of luxury. And how much does a luxury cruise cost?
I haven't been abroad for a while, so I wanted to go. I want to show my mom the beautiful scenery of Europe. The cost was a bit out there, but I can afford it.
You paid for it with your father's money.
The old man's fortune will be ours in the near future anyway. What we do with it is our business. I'll buy you a souvenir if I feel like it.
Even though your father hasn't been feeling well lately, how can you travel by yourselves?
It's probably just a cold or something. Besides, it's none of my business what happens to the old man.
You and your mother are too cold and selfish.
Huh? Do you have a problem with me?
I have nothing but complaints. What did your father and I ever do to you? How can you guys be so selfish?
You're so cocky, aren't you? You're just a housewife. I could kick you out of my house if I wanted to. But if that happens, you'll be left penniless and on the street.
If he heard about this, I'm sure your father would get angry.
I don't care. He can't do anything with that body even if he gets angry. If that old man ever messes with me or mom, I'm gonna get even with him. I'm gonna beat him well.
You really are a terrible person.
Hey, you home? I'm coming home now, so get the food ready. I miss American food. European food was great, but it's just not the same.
Welcome back. You finally returned.
Oh, I forgot to get you guys a souvenir. Well, that's okay, right?
Where are you now?
I just took a cab from the nearest station. I'll be home soon. Hurry up and cook. I'm so hungry.
Again, you contact me out of the blue like that?
I want tomato soup and baked potatoes for dinner. And maybe some grilled steak. I want to eat freshly cooked bread, too.
2 months away from home. Don't you care how we're doing? Your father's condition and stuff? Don't you have something to say before requesting a whole dinner menu?
Huh? I don't care about his condition. I'm tired. Get ready and cook. Quick. I'm gonna be home before you can stop blabbing.
You're still a hopeless case, aren't you? No wonder your father abandoned you.
You better watch your mouth. You think you're the master of the house now because we've been gone for 2 months?
Whatever. I was just stating a fact.
Hey, what happened to the house? Where are you and the old man? Why is the house gone? Why is the land being cleared?
You should have seen this coming. That's what happens when you take things too far.
What are you talking about? What happened?
I warned you, didn't I? I said, even if your father would be angry, didn't I?
So, explain to me what's going on. Mama's just sitting here in shock. Did the old man do this?
We tore down the house and sold the land.
Huh? Are you kidding?
It wasn't me, it was your father. Oh, and that's not all. He changed all of his assets into money, like cars, etc.
What on earth is that old man doing?
Shortly after you guys left, your father contacted his realtor, lawyer, and accountant. A week later, we moved all our stuff out of the house. The demolition happened so fast, I was surprised too.
Where are you now?
I'm staying at my parents' house for now. Your father paid for my flight and all the money to move out of the house.
How dare you do this? Who told you it was okay to do this?
I told you, your father made the decision. And we're getting a divorce too. I'm sorry you're tired from your trip, but I'm sure you'll be able to handle that too.
You don't get to decide on your own.
It's because you went on a trip without asking me. I'll make sure the process is handled through a divorce attorney. Your father paid for my legal fees, so that helped.
That feeble old man? He seriously did all this just to corner us? But still, I can't believe he demolished the house. He's nuts.
You guys really made your father angry. Also, he did this for me too. He said he would punish you for me.
And he paid your legal fees? He even paid for your move?
He said if I were getting a divorce, he would work with me to make it as favorable to me as possible. Like the property division and stuff. Also, your father is divorcing your mother. He said he had nothing to do with her anymore.
Think of how my mom would feel. What is she supposed to do if she gets divorced at her age?
You did the same thing to me?
That was just a threat. I was never gonna dump you.
This is all your own fault. No matter how coldly you treated him, your father never said a word. So you guys just went with it. You both took his kindness for granted.
You're kidding me. We let him live with us and he should thank us for it. Even after the old man became disabled, we still let him live with us.
Why should he thank you guys for that? He was happier moving out of the house. If you stayed home, he would only be treated coldly by you and your mother.
Shut up. Old people, they're happiest at home.
You kept your father in the house because you were stingy with the money. It costs a lot to put him in a nursing home. But if you let me take care of him, there's no cost, and that's convenient.
You're good for nothing. I gave you a job. You're trash. You're a joke. Don't you guys think you can get away with this?
You still take such a high-handed attitude. I'm really stunned by you.
Whatever the old man does, I'm the heir to his fortune. Answer me. Where's the old man? I'm gonna take all his fortune away from him.
Your father is in a nursing home. And I think his fortune is pretty much gone. Your father paid in advance for his 5 years nursing home cost. The cost of a nursing home is so expensive. All the money and savings he made from selling things are almost gone.
Almost?
The fortune is your father's, so it's up to him how he wants to use it. There's nothing you can do about it now. Unfortunately, I doubt there's any money for you to inherit, because there's nothing left.
Tell me where the old man is.
Are you going to hit him? Then I won't tell you. I've alerted the nursing home that his family may try to harm him. If you go visit, you'll probably be accompanied by a security guard.
Stop mocking me!
We just did what we had to do to protect ourselves. How much longer are you going to keep up with that attitude? You should have a better understanding of the position you're in.
Good morning. I'm sorry about last night. I got mad and said a lot of terrible things to you. Again, I'd like to have a discussion with you.
I don't care. I'm used to getting this attitude from you. So is your father.
I treated my father terribly too. My mom and I are both sorry for what we've done. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you've changed your attitude a lot. You seem to have finally figured it out. Our positions have been completely reversed.
I just realized. We were a little too selfish.
Are you trying to win over me? You're worried about our property division, aren't you? If I take your property, you'll have nothing left.
My mom is broke now. I'll have to take care of her financially.
Yes, that's right. Your mother has never had a job, and I don't think she can even find a job.
So I'm trying to leave some savings on the table.
In other words?
I want a 50-50 split of the property, please?
No, I don't want to.
Are you serious?
You have been so selfish all this time. That's enough. Why don't you try to live modestly and without luxuries from now on?
It's not like we're short on money, but I can't live like this.
But you still have a job. Your mother has her pension too.
Still, it's a far cry from what it used to be. How could she suddenly reduce her quality of life after decades of living in luxury?
How naive are you at this point? You two have no choice but to reduce your quality of life. There's no other option. There's no way you can do what you've been doing, no matter how much your mother cries and screams.
That's not what I'm saying.
You can't afford to be extravagant anymore either. You should have had a better paying job. You didn't choose a job seriously because you thought you were going to inherit all your father's fortune.
I didn't think you would make such a crazy move. I can't believe you demolished the house.
Your father didn't hesitate. He said he had nothing but bad memories of that house. He built that house for his family. I really felt sorry for him.
No matter how angry he was, he didn't have to go this far, did he?
Doesn't that mean his resentment was that deep? I only lived there for 5 years since I married you, but your father lived with you guys for decades. Kind people are indeed scary when they get angry. I can't believe you were so easily abandoned. Guess we found out who was the baggage. My husband and I then proceeded with our divorce through the attorney. I was able to prove the emotional distress I was suffering from my husband. Most of the property became mine. As for the property division between my ex-husband's father and mother, his mother's share was none. And my ex-father-in-law and I each got divorced. My ex-husband and his mother lived together, but they couldn't suddenly drop their standard of living, because his mother tried to live the same way she did when she was spoiled by my ex-father-in-law's money. My ex-husband had no choice but to go into debt, and that's why he and his mother's relationship crumbled. I reconnected with my childhood friend shortly after I moved back to my hometown, and we started dating. And then we got married. I was so concerned about my ex-father-in-law that I went to see him once a year. He died exactly 5 years later. He got cancer in his later years. He lived until the last minute to ensure the cost he had already paid was not refunded to his son. I guess that's how much he resented him.